ratings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up 3. It's 3rd and 7. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Now on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Aggies line it up with a first and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 7, Clemson 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Burgess. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. Moving out of the pocket. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Clemson, number 1 with the carry.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bringing it back. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Pulls it in. It's in goal. No chance to run, but still a good gain. There's always that issue of conference pride and keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it, it definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run it from the gun. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He's turning it loose into the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Clemson is quick to the line. They're going back to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. He'll set up to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, going up top. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, and they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Slips away. Finds a crease at the 20. That's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space. It's Abraham. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. On the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 3
as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for it.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Offense, quick tempo. On the run, it's Burgess. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll go to the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Just needs a crack to get a return. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Makes the grab down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Clemson is quick to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield,
and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First play of this drive was a big one. Now the fourth play, pretty big too. It's 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. The expressway is wide open. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of...
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. We hit the 2-minute warning in this offense. To make something happen and do it in a hurry. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the